Yo, let me tell you, things got real creepy real fast with my phone. It started with a few odd messages, but then it escalated quickly. I'm talking stalker vibes, and not the flattering kind. Every time I looked at my phone, there was something new and unsettling. This person knew things, private things, stuff I wouldn't share with just anyone. It was like they had a window into my life. They were in my texts, my emails, even my photos. It felt like my privacy was being invaded on every level. It was like they were living in my phone, watching my every move. I couldn't shake the feeling of being constantly monitored. Thank goodness for Daya, my tech-savvy friend. She was the only person I could think of who might know what to do. She swooped in like a digital superhero and saved the day. Daya didn't just fix the problem, she educated me on how to avoid it in the future. Turns out, I had fallen for some classic online traps, leaving my phone wide open to these digital creeps. I had no idea how vulnerable I was. We're talking weak passwords, dodgy apps, the works. I had made every rookie mistake in the book. Daya hooked me up with a security makeover. She went through my phone with a fine-tooth comb. Strong passwords, two-factor authentication, the whole shebang. She made sure every possible entry point was locked down. It felt like Fort Knox after she was done. I could finally breathe easy, knowing my phone was secure. I learned my lesson the hard way. Phone security is no joke, people. It's something we all need to take seriously. Daya taught me that being proactive about security is crucial. Now, I make sure to regularly update my passwords, avoid suspicious apps, and keep my software up to date. It's a small price to pay for peace of mind. So, if you haven't already, take a page out of Daya's book and secure your digital life. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later. Cyberstalking is no joke, people. It's like having someone watch your every move online, reading your messages, knowing your location. It's invasive, scary, and can escalate quickly. Then there's hacking, where someone breaks into your phone like it's a digital piggy bank. They're after your personal info, your money, your identity. These threats are real, and they're getting more common. But don't worry, I got you. There are simple steps you can take to protect yourself. Think of it like locking your doors and windows. You wouldn't leave your house vulnerable, so don't leave your phone unprotected either. Okay, so you're ready to beef up your phone's security? Smart move. Here's your essential toolkit. Strong passwords, two-factor authentication, regular software updates, and being cautious about app permissions. These are your digital bodyguards, always on, always protecting. Don't worry, I'll break down each one, so you know exactly what you're dealing with. We're talking simple steps, big impact. Remember, the goal is to make your phone a fortress, not an easy target. Your digital life is worth protecting. You might be thinking, Trevor, is all this really necessary? Trust me, it is. Imagine someone reading your private messages, stealing your online accounts, even emptying your bank account. Not cool, right? These security tips aren't just tech jargon, they're real-life protection. Strong passwords stop hackers from guessing their way in. Two-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security, like a secret handshake only you and your phone know. Section 5. Passwords, your first line of defense. Let's talk passwords, people. In today's digital age, passwords are more important than ever. They are the gatekeepers to our personal and professional lives. They're the first line of defense against the digital bad guys. Think of them as the digital equivalent of a lock on your front door. Without a strong password, your personal information is vulnerable to cyber criminals. And no, password 123 ain't gonna cut it. Simple passwords are like leaving your front door wide open. hackers can easily guess them and gain access to your accounts. We need strong, unique passwords for every single account. This means avoiding common words and phrases, and instead, creating complex combinations that are hard to guess. Think of it like this. Each account is a door, and the password is the key. Just as you wouldn't use the same key for every door in your house, you shouldn't use the same password for all your accounts. You wouldn't use the same key for your front door, your car, and your diary, right? Each key is unique to its lock, providing an extra layer of security. Here's the deal. Aim for at least 12 characters. Mix it up with uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and symbols. This makes it significantly harder for hackers to crack your password. And don't even think about using your birthday or your pet's name. These are some of the first things hackers will try when attempting to break into your accounts. Hackers have heard it all before. They use sophisticated tools and techniques to guess passwords, so it's crucial to stay one step ahead by using strong, unique passwords for each of your accounts. Consider using a password manager to keep track of your passwords. These tools can generate and store complex passwords for you, so you don't have to remember them all. Additionally, enable two-factor authentication wherever possible. This adds an extra layer of security by requiring a second form of verification, such as a code sent to your phone. By taking these steps, you can significantly reduce the risk of your accounts being compromised. Remember, your password is your first line of defense. Make it strong, make it unique, and keep it safe. Section 6. Two-factor authentication. Double the trouble for hackers. Now let's talk double trouble for those pesky hackers. In today's digital age, protecting your online accounts is more crucial than ever. Hackers are always on the lookout for vulnerabilities, and a simple password is often not enough to keep them at bay. Two-factor authentication, or 2FA, is like having a security guard at the door of your digital life. This guard doesn't just check your ID. They also ask for a second form of identification to ensure you are who you say you are. It's an extra layer of protection that requires not just your password, but also something you have, like a code from your phone or a fingerprint scan. This means that even if someone manages to steal your password, they still can't access your account without that second piece of information. Think of it like this. You need both your key and a secret handshake to get into your super secret spy layer. The key is your password, and the secret handshake is the second factor, like a code sent to your phone or a biometric scan. Even if someone steals your key, your password, they can't get in without the handshake, the second factor. This makes it significantly harder for hackers to gain unauthorized access to your accounts. It's like having a double lock on your door, making your digital life much more secure. Setting up two-factor authentication is usually straightforward. Most online services offer it, and it can often be enabled in the security settings of your account. Once activated, you'll be prompted to enter a code sent to your phone or use a biometric scan each time you log in. So, take a moment to enable two-factor authentication on your accounts. It's a small step that can make a big difference in keeping your personal information safe from prying eyes. Double the trouble for hackers means double the security for you. Section 7. Software updates don't hit. Remind me later. We've all been there. That annoying notification pops up, reminding you to update your phone's software. It's tempting to hit remind me later, but trust me, these updates are crucial. They're like security patches, fixing vulnerabilities that hackers could exploit. Think of it like this. Your phone's software is like a house, and updates are like fixing cracks in the walls or reinforcing the doors. Each update makes your phone more secure, keeping those digital burglars at bay. Section 8. App permissions. Know what you're agreeing to. Ever downloaded an app and it asked for access to your camera, microphone, or location? Yeah, those are app permissions. and they can be tricky. Some apps need certain permissions to work properly, but others might be trying to sneakily access your personal information. Here's the rule: be cautious. Before you hit allow, think about whether the app really needs that permission. Does a flashlight app really need access to your contacts? Probably not. Be picky, be cautious, and protect your privacy. Section 9. Peace of mind in a connected world. Look, I get it. All this security stuff can feel like a hassle. But trust me, the peace of mind is worth it. Knowing that your phone is secure, that your personal information is protected, it's a good feeling. We live in a connected world, and our phones are our lifelines. Let's treat them that way. Let's be smart, be proactive, and stay safe out there in the digital jungle.